Hi everybody. It's been a while since I put up a video. Um, I'm still working on reorganizing my craft room, and I still have piles of stuff everywhere. So I really haven't been doing a lot of crafting. I've just been working on a journal, which is why I have a entire mess going on here. But I wanted to do my craft roulette card for this week. It's episode 276. The project is an easel card, rainbow colors, Western element, and random is a black and white image. So, easel card is pretty easy peasy. Whatever size card you're making, you are going to score it in the middle like you always do. So you just fold it in half. But then your front panel, you're going to fold that one in half. So since I'm doing an A2 card, this is, 5.5 inches. So you score it at 2 3/4 to make your easel. I have this rainbow paper, so I have all the rainbow colors on here, and I just cut it down to be a card front. And you're only going to put glue on about half of this, a little less, because you got your border there. So I am going to attempt to put my glue on here and not get too much. So it's gonna be about here. I can always lift that up a tiny bit. If I need to. And let's hope I do everything right the first time. Nope. I have it way too far over that way. Come on, get it on there straight. Oh, and I need to cut a hair off of this back. Paper isn't always cut exactly at 8.5 by 11 or 12 by 12 or whatever. So, oh, come on. I hope you're cutting straight on there. It is. Okay, so, and then that's going to be our easel. And I think this is about, I think I've got some cactus around stamps, but I was really thinking more of cowboy or cowgirl for the Western. And these are from Not Too Shabby. This is about all I have that's sort of really Western themed. So this is what I'm going to use. And I'm not sure I've even used any of these stamps before. So, and I'm going to use this panel because in my usual accurate measurements, I scored this all wrong. I have no idea what I was thinking. I hope all of you have been doing well. I can't complain too much. Well, I can always complain, right? But I really, everything's been going okay. It's just been busy at work. Scheduled our audit for about mid-September. We have, oh, and before I stamp this down, I always keep a little file folder with scrap paper. Well, that did pretty good the first time. So, like new stamps, I can just stamp them off some and make sure I'm going to get a good impression. That looks great. And if I make a boo-boo, I'm just turn it over. Do the other side. So there's my boots. It really looks darn good. Made a darn good impression. And I wasn't sure. Let me get my stamp cleaner here. I wasn't positive what I wanted to do for the sentiment. I used to have horses years and years ago. We rode Western. My sister-in-law, her sisters grew up riding English. And she and her sister showed a lot. They had Tennessee walking horses. And she used to have a room full of trophies. But we were just what I call casual riders. My sister's got riding lessons, but I never did. And quite frankly, I rode bareback most of the time. Okay, here we go. My sister and her first husband raised Appaloosas. I think I'm going to do this Country Roads Take Me Home. Well, you know something? I'm going to use boots, lace, and a whole lot of grace instead. No. So here's my thing. I'm going to use the sentiment on the inside to be my, I don't know, what did you call it, stopper for my easel. So I don't want it to be too big. And I almost wish it was, you know, like more of a, I had a more rectangular sentiment, but And the ones in this set are really too small. I might try doing Yeehaw, It's Your Birthday instead of using one of these. So, hey, if it messes up, I'll just stamp something else. So let's do this first. That's not on there very straight at all. Here. And again, I've never stamped this before, so I'm just going to stamp it off. Wow, it's great. I don't like that. So guess what? It did much better on the piece of paper. So let's try this again. There, that's way better. Just gonna stick that on my glass mat and get out It's Your Birthday. And get it on the block straight. It's not too bad. Looks pretty darn good. Let's see if we can get it down here straight. Looks fabulous. Okay, let's put this away and get some more stuff put together on here. This, let me grab my paper trimmer. Now I need to cut a little bit more off of here. And then need to cut a little off the sides here. Okay, and I'm going to cut my boots out. And let me make sure over here that that's Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. Okay, so I have those out. Now, I am not going to try to fussy cut these boots. I'm just going to have a rectangle, and I think I'm going to mat these on a piece of black cardstock, just so it'll stand out a little bit. And move, Kiki, move. I want to run over your tail. I know, sweetie. Roll my little cart over here. Keep some bigger pieces of cardstock scraps over here. Let's see if I can get a decent border here. Just want a little bit of a border. I am not known for putting things on precisely straight, but let's see what we can do here. Not too bad. Now, can I trim it straight? That's the question. So I am doing this video. It's kind of late for me because I drove to Macon, Georgia this morning and met friends for lunch. Talked a lot about work. I have one friend who's about to retire. Her husband died late winter, early spring, and she just had her birthday, and she said it was really hard because her husband always he liked to make a big deal out of her birthday, so that's been hard. But she is about to have her first grandbaby, so I know that'll be exciting. So she's thinking about retiring in a year. She's just a super nice person. Okay, I like that. I'm just going to plop that right in the center of the card. Excuse the noise, it's cats. And I was going to wait until tomorrow to film this, but yesterday we went up to the local I know I've told y'all this before. We have a local winery, and they also grow their own. Gosh, they have blackberries, strawberries, peaches, and now they're growing corn, tomatoes, cucumbers, just quite a bit of stuff. So we went up there and got peaches, tomatoes, cucumbers, a few fresh green beans. So tomorrow I'm going to be in the kitchen most of the day. I'm going to start a loaf of sourdough bread and good Lord, what am I trying to say? I'm going to, prep the green beans, cook those, cut the corn off the cob. Slice up some cucumbers. And make, so I have a recipe. It makes 2 icebox peach pies. So it's really easy. It's whipped cream, condensed milk, and peaches, and then your graham cracker crust. And then you just mix it all together and freeze it. That's your pie. Let me grab my foam tape. You put these. I have this. So I got the ephemera, the pads, and everything, and I just keep everything together in this project bag. These things come in super handy. Okay, foam tape. I want thicker foam tape this time. Ruh-roh. That's all I have left on this roll. Oakley dokley. That is the super thin stuff. That's my black foam tape. I don't know. Here we go. This is my Pink and Main roll of tape. A bunch of companies make foam tape, and they're all good quality. It's about time to clean those little scissors off. Hang on, I've got all kinds of little bits of foam tape here that I need to move. There we go. So here we go. Now, can I get this down straight? Should I put... I like to put glue on here, but sometimes I feel like these things shift around after I put them down if when I have glue on them. There we go. And there's our card. I mean, that was easy to put together because I had the patterned paper already done for me. I've had that a long time. That was a freebie. So let's see. Did I get everything? It's an easel card. I have rainbow colors. I have a Western image, and it's also black and white. And the sentiment is black and white. So that's everything. I think I'm going to put some sparkles on here just so it has a little more interest to it. And let's see, do I want to put these sparklies? This is my box of gems. And do I want to do teal or blue? Pink? I might do pink on here. I've got clear. That's funny. These aren't sparkly, but they are iridescent. Let's try those. These are some pink and Maine gems here. They are very, very nice. I've used a lot of these. As a matter of fact, I had some, I just refilled this from, I still had a little bag, some in the little bag they came in. Okay, what did I do with my, you know, I have such a mess here. What did I do with my little gem picker-upper? There it is. I'm sorry, it was hiding from me. So, let's see, where do I want to put these? Do I just want to do a line of them over here? All the same size. I don't know, that is shiny. But it's not enough color for me. Doggone it. So let's see, maybe I will just do pink. And maybe instead of gems, maybe we'll do, good Lord, what a mess I have here. I'm going to have to clean up some stuff after this. I've been pulling stuff out, not putting it away. And I don't like that. Hey, I have these pink gems. And they're pretty. I got these from Crafty Meraki. Those are pretty. I also have these little butterflies. Let's see if I can pick one out here. And they're really pretty. What? What is it? You've been talking all afternoon. I guess I was gone. He has to tell me everything that happened while I was away. But then I have these pretty pink enamel dots. And I have some darker pink, but I think I want to go a little bit lighter. I have peach that doesn't really go. I have black. I have some that aren't glitter, but I think I want glitter on here. And somebody told me that you could take like clear ones like that and color them with your alcohol markers. I might try that sometime, but not right now. So, not these. Put the lid on right side up. Maybe not a butterfly. We shall see. So let's get out these pink. These came out of a different collection. We want pale pink or medium. I think we're going to use that medium pink because it matches more this that little bit of a darker pink there. And I'm going to do a large, a medium. Don't stick to my glue on my hand. What, sweetie? He is the talkingest cat I have ever had. He has a lot to say, and he says it really loud because he wants to make sure everybody hears it. Okay, I like that better because it's not quite, I don't know, so plain. Adds a little oomph to it. And I don't think I'm going to do a butterfly on this one. Who knows? I might change my mind when I give it away, but for now, that's just what I'm going to do. And I think that's really pretty. And then they can get it, and you just have your little display. Easy card. This week's card was super easy, but this is kind of fun. I always have angst over my craft roulette cards. But this was super easy. As soon as I saw the parameters, I knew I was going to use this stamp set and just do like a black and white image with that. You can't get any easier than that. And I didn't even have to, knew I had this paper, so I didn't have to do any ink blending. So, and I will show you what I have been working on. I haven't been doing a lot of cards because I've been working on another journal, and it's the same as my last two journals. Yes, I see you. You got to move. And this is a work in progress. I'm still working on all kinds of ephemera. Here's tabs, things I'm cutting out. All these papers are from my porch prints. Here are some pockets. I've been cutting, I'm keeping all the pieces together for these. So I have an entire, oh, here's some stuff that I didn't, here's some tags, and those are going to be dangles for tags and bookmarks. And here's the whole envelope of ephemera I have cut out. Look at that. And that's not even all the ephemera in this kit. The papers are gorgeous. You can see I haven't finished my cover yet. I used a stencil and put some, what the heck is it? Light and fluffy modeling paste on here. It's really pretty. I do have the label on the back. There's the back cover. Of course, none of this has been decorated. I just used this ribbon here. It's just got two signatures. And I really haven't I put like a couple of tucks, but no pockets in here yet. The My Porch prints are gorgeous. I have some of my own coffee and tea dyed papers. This was just a little piece of tissue. I just thought it was pretty. I had some old papers that I bought years ago for doing letters on, and that's when I was using clip art and stuff to do cards on the computer. And you can't, this lighting is, I don't know why it wants to, when I try to hold stuff up closer to the camera, it gets dark on me. I don't know. But anyway, there's little specks of like purpley color in this paper. And some paper bags. This was actually the bottom of the bag, and I know it, is that in the bottom? Yeah, I just pulled it apart to make that pocket. Some magazine pages. Oh, this paper is beautiful. This was some old letterhead from work. We changed our letterhead, and then these pages no longer matched. So, and why does it keep going dark in here? Anyway, I don't know. some graph paper. So you can just add to your pages with anything. You can tear some of these pages if you want. They don't all have to be exactly the same size. This is one of my favorite papers. This is like a green, pale green parchment. And I'm telling you, it is absolutely beautiful. So I'm not going to show y'all every single solitary page. I love that fox. One of my favorite papers in here. More paper bag. Oh, that other one was the top. This is the bottom. Here's just where I cut the bottom of the bag with my letter opener. I love these lined pages so that people can take notes. Then, so I got this journal recipe from Desiree. Over it include a thank you. And this piece that goes on the little spine, I don't even know. Words are hard right now. So you put this on, you've got a pocket. These pieces here were supposed to be on this side, not the inside. And I already had them on after I realized it. So you have these two flips. I love that typewriter image. It's one of my favorites in here. That and the fox. So anyway, so I kind of messed up. Well, then these look so plain. So I just figured, what the heck? I just put another flip, vertical flip on this side and this side. So, and look, isn't that beautiful with the birds? I love that too. So, anywho, I've spent a lot of time on this journal so far, just because I work on it maybe 30 minutes to an hour after I get home in the evenings. I think it took me about a week. Might have taken me a little over that to get the and I already had the cover made and already had the spine made. But yeah, it took me maybe over a week to get the signatures made and sewn in and all this put together. And it'll probably take me another week at least to get it decorated. So, and that is why my desk is like in a terrible mess right now too. So I appreciate you all coming on to watch me make my card. I'll try to do a little bit better. My plan was to get a video up every single week, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't happen. So I will get them up as often as I can. Oh, one more thing I want to show y'all. I found these at work. These are being thrown away. Oh, that's something else. Anyway, it's old postcards. I mean, they're not. We've had these for a while. They use like some retro photos of from Georgia Libraries. So if you can see that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these, but I'm going to do something with them. Here is like an old bookmobile. It is from Oglethorpe County and Clark County is what is on the side of that vehicle. Then let's see, I tried to get a few of all of them. There were a ton of these. I could keep them all. I don't have the space. There's an old bookmobile. Jefferson County Free Library. And then this one doesn't say, but it's, you can't see the writing on that old bookmobile. But that's another one. Might be the last photo. So anyway, you can see they've been there for a while because they're getting kind of discolored on the back, but I thought these were pretty cool. So I may add some of these to some journals. Or use them for cards. But so that was my find of the week for crafting. But thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope you hit the like button. And I will see you all in the next video.